We've come down to Brunel University, which is world-renowned for its design and engineering research. And the reason is we've been asked to take part in a rather unusual driving experiment. What it's all about is the after effects of alcohol, not drink driving, going out, getting smashed and then getting in a car. No, it's about the effects of driving the day after, so when you actually think you're sober. And to take part, we had to drink 2 vodka and apple juices, 2 French beers, 1 mojito, 4 gins, a rum and coke with, of course, Cuban rum, and a sizable slug of straight vodka. Let's go to the simulator and see exactly what effect that amount of alcohol is going to have on my driving abilities. So they're just about to start the simulation. My practice runs were absolutely appalling. I kept on going through red lights, and so I'm absolutely terrified. So let's see what happens. Off we go. Naha! Is that a traffic light in the future? Oh no, 3rd. I keep on going into 5th instead of 3rd. Get out my way. Did I just kill them? Oh. I might or might not have just killed a cyclist, which is good. Braking's making me feel sick. And I'm actually beyond frightened now that I'm going to run somebody else over. What gear am I in? I'm not in any gear. Oh my God. I swear I am never, ever, ever, ever going to drink again. Ever, 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 ever. Especially not vodka. Oh, thought of it even now is making me feel sick. Dog, 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 dog. Ah! Ah! Oh my God, I just killed a dog. Do I have to continue? Yeah. I just killed a dog. Ah! And there was like a smashing noise and everything. Oh, red light, red light, red light. Oh my God, I'm actually feeling traumatised. This is the scariest thing I've ever done. And if anyone sees this, I'm never going to be able to be in a car ever again. I'm going to have my licence taken off me. Right, here we go. I'm trying to be calm. I've killed a dog and I've killed a cyclist, and there's a bus in front of me. And I'm meant to be looking at the peripheral thingy-bobbies, but failing miserably. Incidentally, I'd like to add at this point that I actually failed my driving test 4 times before I passed. So now there's a curvy bit coming up in the road, so I should slow down. But I don't really like... I just made a funny noise because a car just pulled out right in front of me, but I didn't crash into it. Nice tree-lined street. Hopefully another dog won't run out in front of me, but who's to know? Bloody hell. I guess this is the whole point, really. And how many of us go out and get absolutely smashed overnight and then drive the next day? My God, I really do feel ropey. Hot flushes, sweat, the whole thing. Quite disgusting. Oh, I don't know what the speed limit is. But I just went up to 50. What did I just crash into? They crashed into me? Oh, sugar. Oh, God. How long have I been in the wrong lane for? The whole journey. If my parents watch this, I'm never, ever going to be allowed to drive ever again. Sorry, Mum and Dad, you did a sterling job teaching me to drive. And there's someone in front of me. Oh my God. The thing is, I don't want to brake because braking makes me feel sick. Please tell me this is nearly over. Deep breaths. Oh. Oh man. Oh man. That really was absolutely horrific. I'm sorry, I need to die. I don't think I can even get out of the car. I actually feel wobbly. I think I overdid it on the whole drinking thing. I think I actually drank more than I wasn't supposed to. Oh. I'm sorry, I just need to sit down. Oh my God. I really, really do feel awful. So, Stuart, you're now going to give me the analysis, and I can tell from the look on your face that I did appallingly.
Well, in terms of keeping to the speed limit, generally it was very good. And the average speed that you went at, is about 26, which is relatively slow.
I was also really concentrating on not being sick, which was, yes.
Yeah. In terms of crashes that you had, it was only 4,
okay.
Which may sound quite high, but it wasn't that bad, because then if you look at our study,
mm-hmm.
And the students that we had coming in, it was over 8.
Okay.
In terms of the traffic violations that they had.
So I had half as many crashes as some drunken students?
Yes, yes, you did. So I'd say that the main thing on your result, is that this rating down here, so in terms of the work that you put into driving, it's over double, it was what some of the students, perceived. So,
right.
And if you're using all of your mental capacity, it's just to do stuff, that is relatively straightforward. If something does happen, and you've not seen it coming,
yeah.
Then it means that you're less likely, to change.
Yeah, sure.
And
so basically, because I was concentrating so much on the easy things,
yes.
Then when things like crashes, then I'd be in trouble.
Yes, you would be.
Okay.
But it was relatively,
it was relatively okay.
Safe and, and in terms of speed, it was perfectly safe.
So even though I found the whole thing absolutely terrifying and I killed Fido, I didn't do too badly.
No, it was all right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh man, I've never felt this ill. I really haven't. God, head between legs.
The study we originally did surprised us because it showed 3 things. One, that people who were hungover tended to drive faster, but more worryingly, they also drove more erratically, so they were less able to stay in their lanes. So it wasn't just the speed, but they just weren't paying attention. And I guess the last thing, and this is what Katie found worst, was that they just had to work that bit harder. They had to use more brain power to actually drive, well, kind of safely. And Katie found that it was the hardest piece for her to do. So in 8 minutes she could concentrate well. If she had had to do a longer drive, I doubt whether her concentration would have been sustained.
So I'm sitting like this because I honestly feel like absolute death. The simulation was like 7-8 minutes, and there were points when I thought I was going to throw up during the simulation, which would have been so unbelievably humiliating. Apparently one of the other journalists, naming no names, had to stop in between the practice and the actual run, and he pegged it outside and was a little bit ill. What this really has brought home to me though is that driving the day after you've had a heavy night really does affect everything you do. You basically have to really, really concentrate on the road. And if anything comes out of the blue, like, for example, the Dalmatian that I ran over, you just don't know how to react, or your reactions are so slow that you react and it's too late. And it's even simple things like traffic lights sent me into a spin just because my brain's obviously not working properly. I can honestly say I'm not a bad driver usually, but this whole experience has really, really frightened me. And so now I think if I have a heavy night, then it's going to be tube or train for me the next day. I don't want to be anywhere near a car, especially on a street where there might be Fido and I might squash him again.